Yellowjackets get a quick breather over the next couple days before hitting the road again in the midst of a four-game road stretch. Rhys, your last match was a positive result against Western Washington, picking up a 1-0 win on Saturday.
Yeah, it was a great result from us to go there. It was a much-needed win after we unfortunately lost on Thursday to Simon Fraser. But again, although we did lose, I think we played really well as a team. Again, we were set out with a game plan set by our coaching staff, and we executed it to near perfection. It was a wonderful goal that they scored, so I wasn't too disappointed with that loss. But we did have to bounce back Saturday, and we did. We came out the right way. We played well. Everyone, it's hard to point out an individual because everyone really put in a great performance that match, and there could have been 11 man of the matches for me. It was good to see, and the boys were really up for it, and we got the result that we deserved.
And talk about how this defensive unit all season long has kept you in games. You have quite a bit of senior and junior upperclassmen really leadership along the back line and with Tom Lohmann in goal.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like you said, it all starts with Tom Lohmann in net. I mean, time and time again, he makes huge saves for us, and he's a natural leader on the field. His communication is great, and he sets by example. He puts his body on the line, coming out for some of those more difficult crosses, and then that sort of just stems all the way up through the field. I mean, obviously through our centre back pairing of Cameron Lee, our captain, and Tom Saltwell. Those guys are just solid at the back there, and just not only being solid at the back, but their ability to play on the ball and calm everyone down, and again, just true leaders on the field, and they calm everyone down around them, and it just emulates and spreads throughout the team. And then we have Garrett Robinson as well, who's a huge leader and always up for it and is playing great this year. And then Sam Butterworth, who is at times more of an attacking weapon for us than a defensive weapon, but he does his job, he gets up and down, so it really helps having those 4 guys or 5 guys at the back there. Lots of seniority back there, and natural leaders, so that definitely helps.
One of your most recent interviews came after you scored a header goal on a set piece, and during that one you commented that around 30% of the goals that are scored are on set pieces, and that held true for you on Saturday. The one goal you scored, Thiago Novas scoring directly off the set piece. Talk about how your team has been able to capitalize so much this season with the ball on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, set pieces are vital defensively and offensively. It's something that we work a lot on in practice. It's something that we always talk about before games. And I think this year, defensively, we've been excellent defending set pieces. I mean, if you go back through, I'm sure we've conceded 1 or 2, but nowhere near as much as we've conceded in the past. And again, that all comes from Tom Lohmann coming out to collect a lot of the crosses that go into our box. And Cameron, Tom Saltwell, G and Butters, they're fearless. They'll put their head on anything, and that just goes throughout the team. We got midfielders that do the same. Our wingers, our strikers, they get back and help out. And we've just become a very difficult team to score against in open play and also on set pieces.
And then this week you guys are back on the road heading to Washington, a couple of huge GNAC games. St. Martin's on Thursday and then Seattle Pacific Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, it's going to be a huge week for us. Only 3 games left, so every game is absolutely vital. And going to St. Martin's on Thursday, it's going to be a tough game. They battle extremely well. They have a wonderful facility there, so it's going to be nice for us to hopefully get the ball down on the ground and play some good football and hopefully get a great result. And then, of course, we go to SPU on Saturday, which is always a hard place to go. They're a great unit. They work well as a team, and they're always difficult to break down, and they're always going to battle from the first second to the last second of the game. So I'm very excited to go there because I'm very confident in our boys, and I just can't wait to get out there and get playing again.
Yeah, the whole back line definitely stepped it up this season. They're all upperclassmen now with Garrett, Tom Saltwell, Cameron Lee and Samuel Butterworth in front of me. They all really stepped it up, so I couldn't be happier with them this season. And they're also helping me out a lot.
Against Western Washington on Saturday, the Vikings really started pressing in the second half. They had 3 corner kicks all in the second half. Talk about how your team stayed strong and didn't give in to them, then prevented any real goal-scoring chances.
I think a big role in that is that we are playing with a lot of upperclassmen this season, so we kind of know what expects us. And even though they had 3 corners and maybe a couple shots, I never really was scared that we're not going to get the win that day, because everyone just played their hearts out. So it was a really good win for us.
In the midfield, Rhys, Lambert, and Fernando Perez also playing a key role. Talk about those guys in a position where they're not going to score a ton of goals or get a ton of assists, but a very important role on the field is holding mids.
Yeah, especially now when Nicholas can't play anymore because he's injured. They both just playing really good. They click together, and they're doing like a tremendous job for us defensively, but also offensively. If you see that both of them got on the score sheet a couple times this season already.
And then this week you're playing a couple of teams that you've already seen this season once. St. Martin's on Thursday and then Seattle Pacific Saturday. What are your thoughts playing these teams on the road?
Well, I think the upcoming week is definitely one of the biggest for us all season long. We have 3 games to play and we're still in the race for the GNEC, so it's definitely going to be exciting for us. But I think we're in a great position because we have a lot to win, but we almost have nothing to lose. That's kind of the nice thing about being the underdog. Playing St. Martin's on Thursday is going to be great for us. It's a nice facility. We're going to play on natural grass. That's always fun. We're definitely going to try to score early on and get a good W against St. Martin's. And on Saturday we're playing against Seattle Pacific. We proved now that we can win against a ranked team 2 weeks ago against NNU. And we're all looking forward to win that game because it's going to be an end game for us.
Well, I think that the guys did really well last Saturday. They fought for every inch of ground, exactly the way we like them to play. I think the first half was very good in patches, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. We put the ball down, we played out the back. I think Rhys, Lambert, and Fernando Perez did an outstanding job putting their foot on the ball, spraying passes wide and forward. So very happy, especially with the first half. The second half became a little frantic. Washington started to play a lot of long balls. They're good at that, playing off their tall guys up top. But I think we handled that very well as well. They had one big chance, but apart from that, I think that on the counter, we could have gotten them a couple of times. So overall, a really, really good team performance, and it's a game. It's a win that keeps us in the race and keeps our dream alive.
We've seen you guys have a lot of success offensively on set pieces this year. Rhys Lambert with a header goal, Ricardo Palomino with a goal off the post directly, and then on Saturday it was Thiago Novas. Talk about his goal coming directly off a set piece.
Well, we never tell our guys before the game who will take a free kick. We have a list of 2-3 guys, and then it's up to them who's feeling good at that moment. And Thiago positioned himself behind the ball, looked at the goalkeeper and saw that the keeper was trying to cheat a little bit to his left. So instead of trying to bend the ball over the wall, he went near post, and when he struck the ball, the keeper took an extra step to his left and then got beat to his right. So great awareness from Thiago, and that's maybe more importantly than the goal, that is something that we're very happy with, because we have been working on that since the beginning of the season, increasing our game awareness, making sure that we know where our opponents are, where our teammates are. So very happy with that goal. Also, I think for his confidence, it's going to be a great booster. And, it's good that we have that quality on set pieces, because 1/3 of the goals scored in our league come from set pieces.
3 matches left on the regular season schedule, and the Jackets currently in 3rd place in the GNAC standings. This week, you're back to Washington. You have St. Martin's and Seattle Pacific. What are your thoughts right now as the team has a chance to recover for a moment in these next 2 days before you hit the road again?
Well, Evan, I think you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what we're going to do. Some of the guys are getting tired. We've got some heavy legs, little injuries left and right, just like everybody else in the conference. So we're going to use these 2-3 days to recover. We can't train too hard. We will be able to do a little bit of tactical work, but it's going to be nice and easy because we have a huge game ahead of us on Thursday. But as usual, we take it day by day. Today the guys have a day off. Tomorrow we'll have a good little training session, and then we'll watch some video. But it's a massive week for us, and the guys are aware of that. But again, we're trying to keep a little bit of pressure away from them by taking it day by day, as we always do.